All right, so let's get into some more science. Okay.
Love it.
I know some of us love science here.
Which hat is that? This one? Probably not, right?
Nah.
No.
I don't think either one likes science.
I don't think so either.
No.
Yeah.
Science is not very popular.
Science is gonna keep one of them alive soon.
That's true. They both hate science, so I just wear both of them.
There you go.
Wow.
Very cool. Pretty cool.
Who here knows how to explain how heart works?
A heart? A human heart?
How all heart works.
Or hearts?
How it works?
Blood flows through, pumps it out, goes to the rest of the body.
You got a bunch of chambers.
Yeah.
End of story.
They go
End of story.
continuous blood flow, goes to the heart, pumps it out, goes all the way out.
I could tell you what I remember. There's 4 chambers. One of them is called an aorta or some shit. I forgot.
Yep.
And then
Ventricle. I got a ventricle.
Legislative, judicial.
Why does his eyes get so small when he's trying to remember shit?
the one that's pumping away
ventricles.
is fucking blue or some shit.
Yeah.
And then it gets oxygenated through the blood. So then that one becomes red. So half of your body, that's why your veins are blue. And some of the others is blue, red.
You're welcome.
Which kind of like this actually. It's blue and red going back and forth.
Which color is the vein you have to cut to diffuse it?
Is it the which one's blue and
Thank you.
red? Is it the vein or the artery?
Veins are blue, arteries are red.
There it is. I hope you're right. So,
Chicken heart is fucking delicious.
Which is also why they tell you, if you're scuba diving and you get a cut, don't freak out when their blood comes out and it's blue. It's because it hasn't touched oxygen. Over here,
Oh, that's crazy.
you get a cut, it's gonna turn red immediately because it's getting oxidized.
It comes out blue in the water?
I feel like
at
I've
any
seen
depth?
red blood in the water from myself, but whatever.
At any depth? Like, yeah.
No, probably like way lower.
Where you just can't, there's no light?
Probably very little oxygen or something.
Don't be surprised if you can't see it.
Don't be surprised.
It's
one
for
of those
sure blue, though,
fish with
science.
a lamp goes by your blood, illuminates it enough.
So, the world's first heartless human was able to live without a pulse.
Wow.
Well, because they had a pacemaker? Is this a story about a Marion where there's now an icebox?
I enjoyed that.
I have an icebox where my heart used to be.
There it is.
I love Omicron.
Wait, having no pulse means that they can't tell that your heart's beating, but your heart's beating, right?
Well, that's the thing. Beating, in terms of the pulse, usually is because it's pumping blood, right?
Yep.
However, in this situation, I'll get into the details. There's no pump in order to make the blood flow, but they're making it flow. So in recent years, modern medicine has provided us with everything that we know, right? But in terms of hearts, they've always tried to make heart pumps. And this time is the first successful time that it wasn't made as a pump. And
That's crazy.
I'll explain how it works. They say after decades of trial and error among surgeons desperately trying to create a machine that wouldn't break down or cause blood clots and infections, 2 doctors at the Texas Heart Institute developed a device that used whirling rotors to pump blood around the body without a heartbeat.
Does that mean it's better?
It might be.
Is it like continuous flow rather than like?
But there has to be a trade-off, though.
These 2 doctors first tested the idea in an 8-month-old calf called Abigail, removing her heart and successfully replacing it with 2 centrifugal pumps, which circulated the blood through her. By every metric, we have to analyze patients. She's not living, technically, because the heart's not pumping, but she was alive.
But if you fucking tickle her, she's probably gonna laugh and shit.
Yeah, so she's alive, but like by health and science concept, it's like not alive because no heartbeat, right? There's no pulse.
Yeah.
You don't feel a pulse.
There's no pulse, but she's technically warm for a fucking extended time.
So they get more ticklish because of this.
They get way more ticklish.
That's crazy.
So they say after practicing on 38 calves, 2 doctors progressed to human trials, selecting a 55-year-old man called Craig Lewis, who was suffering from amyloidosis, a rare autoimmune disease that causes a buildup of abnormal proteins and in turn rapid heart, kidney, and liver failure.
What does that mean?
So Lewis's heart had become so damaged that doctors gave him about 12 hours to live, so he's already gonna die.
Imagine that. You just got there in time for hearing 12
Fuck it.
hours.
Let's do this.
At which point, his wife Linda suggested something drastic. His wife Linda said he wanted to live and we didn't want to lose him. You never know how much time you have, but it was worth it.
I've been reading about these cow hearts. Can you have one?
So in March 2011, she approached these 2 doctors who removed her husband's heart and installed the artificial device.
Wow.
It's not a pacemaker?
No.
It's a centrifugal flaga.
It's a rotary system.
Fugoflaga.
It's like a pool filter.
So it looks like this inside.
Whoa. That's nuts.
Looks like a tattoo machine.
It looks like that Chuck E. Cheese thing that vibrates and you gotta hang on.
Yeah.
This is him post-surgery, just so you have a face to a name.
He's alive?
He's alive post-surgery?
He looks like he's made of wax.
Yeah.
He looks like he's a wax. That looks like he was just a wax head.
That's a pretty scary picture.
Madame Tussauds. Madame Tussauds. It's like that fucking thing at the front.
It's probably because of the kidney failure, too. He's not filtering all his stuff good enough.
Well, post operation, she said, I listened and it was a hum, which is amazing. He didn't have a pulse. She said her husband, who worked for the city of Houston, maintaining the city's vast system of waste paper pumps, would have appreciated the pulseless heart cobbled together from various materials. And the doctor explained dacron, I don't know, the dacron on the inside and fiberglass impregnated in silicone on the outside. So it's pretty much a moderate amount of homemade stuff that puts like what that actual heart is together.
And he's alive, but without a pulse now.
That's crazy.
Well, it worked.
Oh no.
When it worked,
Oh no.
it didn't fail. It worked successfully. However, because of his autoimmune deficiency, his other organs failed, and then he eventually had to pass.
Damn.
Man.
But that is pretty crazy that they were.
But that is still registered as the first successful, like, heartless human, and so we're pretty much entering this age where the science and technology is making it possible to do these
What country
things.
is this?
This is in America.
Dang, imagine the
In
bill.
Texas, yeah.
The bill for that?
Ooh. Well, maybe it wasn't so much because if it's a first human trial, I'm guessing there might be a little bit, right? Because the second you're paying for the service and they fuck up, donezo. But if it's kind of like, hey, we need to try this on a human, so
He was like, you're gonna die anyway, so let's try this.
you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Maybe there still is a bill because we're in America.
Or maybe because he already had four surgeries on his punch card, that was the fifth surgery.
Like a boba place?
Yeah, he's probably good.
You get this experimental surgery for free.
After the surgery, he did wake up. He began to recover. He was able to speak and sit up in a chair. But yeah, his condition.
I wonder how that affects, like, if he starts exercising. Like, what happens with his heart? Like, if it's able to maintain that, or I'm sure it would.
Yeah, like how does it send signals back and forth, right? Like when you're exercising and your body knows it needs more oxygen and more nutrients, it'll pump harder on purpose. Yeah. Does it like centrifuge fucking hard?
I highly doubt that this dude was getting up sprinting to figure out.
He should try it though. He should have tried.
Yeah, they should have tested it. My father-in-law has a pacemaker, and he gets nervous while he's exercising or doing really anything.
So how do pacemakers work?
They put it inside of your body, and then it works.
I think it keeps the electrical signal of your heart.
Does it have firmware so it needs
keeps
updating?
it pumping. Right?
That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
Technically your heart works like a battery. Like there's positive and negative ions, and it's the transfer of that through the membranes that causes it to pump.
And that's what.
And
pumps
it's when
the
it
ventricles.
starts to lose the positive ion effect. It's when they need to put
the SA node or some shit, right?
So then, if his heart needs a little boosty, it like does a charge and like actually just like.
Yeah, that's why the
defibrillators.
It's electricity.
So like for the first couple of months, he wasn't used to that. So all of a sudden his heart would just go like zap, and he's like, what the fuck?
Oh shit, got it. It just jump starts it needs a signal to keep the.
Is that like when like maybe he was like chilling and then suddenly everything kind of like slowed down, so it needed to kind of bring it back up?
I have no idea.
Yeah, it probably felt that it was losing like the electricity
charge,
and the
I
charge.
guess,
Damn.
Also, if it's low battery, it just keeps on hitting him until he replaces it.
Oh shit!
Like a smoke alarm?
Yeah.
If you guys needed a new heart, would you get a new, like, one of these defibrillators?
At this age, yes.
Yeah.
At this age, I would.
Anything to keep me alive.
But if I'm like fucking 80, I'm like, fuck it.
I would need a couple more human trials because like this guy he managed he did manage to live for more than a month with a pulseless heart.
That's pretty freaking
and the
remarkable,
doctors were able to say the pumps had worked flawlessly.
And the fact that it was the other organs that failed on him, not the heart, that's pretty.
So to be the first human tested, that's like.
Dude, do you think the heart's like, dude, I'm putting the team on my fucking back. Can we fucking pick it up somewhere else? Like, this is like a group science project. This is fucked up.
Well, the heart already gave up. It's already out. Literally, even a pacemaker's still like on a heart, right?
Yeah, this new machine, yo.
Putting in only fucking machine, which is like that's straight cyborg.
So if there were replacements for every other organ that failed, like there is for the heart, which sounds like that's the hardest one.
Then he technically could keep living, right?
Technically, the future that we're moving towards.
If they're able to keep that function of the blood flow.
RoboCop Houston reporting for duty.
He kind of looked like the guy from fucking RoboCop.
I mean, it's just probably going to be like really, really acceptable in a kind of an exponential amount of time. Because remember, I'm assuming the first time like hearing aids were invented or some shit, right?
That's crazy too.
Or like you see the videos nowadays where it's like somebody who's been colorblind gets like, these pair of glasses and they see like color for the first time.
Yo, those videos make me cry.
Those are all debunked.
I did that so.
Just kidding.
Oh.
These are all actors. They're actors.
They debunked it?
No, some people were faking them though.
No, because my my right hand man at Barbell, he is colorblind, so we got him that for Christmas, and then
Who's faking it for you?
No, and he puts it on and he goes, "So that's what grass looks like?" And I was just like,
Like, dude, I don't think you were just colorblind. You don't even know what grass looks like.
"Well, his reds and his greens are mixed.
So grass looks red to him?
They look like different shades of like gray." You know?
Yeah. Sometimes color blind. Well, there's layers to it. There's like color blind. There's like color deficiencies, right?
Yeah. Like he saw a fire truck and he goes, "Oh, that makes sense why it's that color."
I knew a guy that
everyone can see it. Wow. You know, just like a lot of things that he did. He started cheering because there's just like a lot of things that he didn't understand. He had to jump to his own conclusions. Now it's like I understand why a lot of things are the way they are.
How expensive are those glasses?
It wasn't that expensive. And he saw Titus toys and goes, "Holy fuck, these things are bright as fuck." He's not like children's like primary colors.
That's so
This is crazy.
Is he like, oh my god, my MAGA hat's red?
I thought it was green.
It's not gray. I thought it was gray.